Bhagwan Shri Yogi Ramsuratkumar ki jai. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar Rama 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 Bhagwan Shri Yogi Ramsuratkumar ki jai. Sarvam Yogi Ramsuratkumar Ashram. We all know that it is no small grace that has brought us all together this evening, Sandhya Kala, the time meant for intense worship. It's because of this grace that you have been able to gather here in this powerful shrine to sing His powerful name for 1 hour. In celebration of this grace, with deep gratitude, we have offered the Nama lotuses at the lotus feet of Bhagwan. As we have been seeing story after story, as told by Papa Ramdas and as read out Bhagwan, we shall go through one more story today with a teaching lesson of its own. We know that in this life we cannot be sure of anything and that everything is only in the hands of God. None of us know what is behind us, nor do we know what's going to happen to us in 1 hour. We have access to our past, we have access through our imagination to the future, but none of us ever live in the present. We often bring the past to the present and spoil it, because often when our mind goes to something that hurt us most, and then that we remember in the present, and we live the past and the present. And with the future, everything is uncertain and we feel insecure. And there is fear. And we bring all that to the present. And we try to live the future in the present. Now, this story tells us, you do not know, you have no idea what is going to happen any moment. So whatever good things that you want to do it without delay. Do not take things for granted. We all know the eldest of the Pandavas, Yudhisthira. He was very virtuous. He followed dharma from moment to moment. So much so that he was called Dharmaputra. He was ruling the kingdom. And one day, a poor man went to the king and asked for some gifts from the king that would bring some richness in his life. Dharmaputra was very busy with something or the other, that he said, you come tomorrow and I'll give you. Now Bhimasena, his immediate younger brother, he overheard it. And then he smiled to himself. Then he ran to the outer corridor of the palace. A huge bell was hanging there. Whenever there was a triumph over some great event of war, the bell would ring, or if there was some important occasion or function, the bell would ring. Now Bhimasena ran to this place and started to ring the bell. Now everybody became alert and they wondered what happened. There was no war, there was no triumph over any war, nor was there any function. Why would Bhimasena do that? So all the people of the kingdom came out, and out of curiosity, they gathered there in front of the palace. Now, of course, this brought Dharmaputra also out, and then he called Bhimasena and asked him why he would do such a thing. What was it that demanded this? Bhimasena said, I overheard you telling that poor man to come tomorrow, that you would hand over some gifts to him. Immediately it struck me that you are very sure in the next 24 hours there will be no death at all for you. You have triumphed over death for the next 24 hours. You seem to be very sure that you would live on for another 24 hours. Now this is quite an occasion to announce to the world that here is Dharmaputra very sure of his next 24 hours. Now Dharmaputra understood what Bhimasena meant. Immediately he called that poor man, and without postponing anything, he handed over all that he wanted to give as gift to the poor man. Now I have no idea how many of you really understood what it all meant. Life is uncertain. We do not have control over the future events. We do not even know what's going to happen in the future. We have the knowledge of the past, and that's also very limited because the mind chooses to remember only what it has experienced powerfully. The present is almost forgotten. Now anything can happen to us any time. So whatever good actions that we have to do without postponing. We should never take things for granted. We must make haste. Now, look at it from this point of view. Our Bhagwan has said, God is the goal of everybody's life. Wherever you are, be you in Australia, Argentina, or Alaska, God is the goal. God has given you this body, put life in it only to remember Him. And our Bhagwan said, one sure way of remembering Him is to remember His name. Bhagwan often said, it's only when you remember God, you truly live. The times you forget God, you are carrying a dead body of your own, even though it's still breathing. For it is not serving the purpose of life. Now our Gurudev has prescribed the ways and means to remember God. If just handing over a gift to a poor man should not be postponed, how could we postpone remembering God? Oh, I will sit for meditation such and such hour. I will go around the mountain only during this hour. Until then, I can spend the time any way I like. Remembering God should be continuous. You should not postpone it. We do not know, especially it's only when you are young, you are healthy. It's only when you are healthy you can do the sadhana powerfully. As we age, as we grow older and older, We know how difficult it is, how weak we become, how difficult it is to manage to sit in one place or to do something deeply. Something or the other about this body would bother us. So do not hesitate, make haste to do something to remember God. And our Bhagwan has prescribed the easiest, the shortest, the fastest, and the highest, remembering the name. The name and the named are one and the same. All the power, all the grace of God is in the name. Nami lives in the Nama, 100%. When you chant the name, Nami is instantly present, both inside and outside. The witness consciousness that is within all the creatures of the cosmos, the Chaitanya, the Antaryami, the indweller, is within every creature, right from the stone, the ant, the worm, the fly, the mosquitoes, the trees and plants, the 5 elements of the earth, the animal, the devas, kinnaras, gandharvas, yakshas, the rishis. The Chaitanya is within, but then it is pure consciousness and it is witness consciousness. It doesn't participate in your life except in a very indifferent way. I wouldn't say indifferent. It's like just being a witness, like the light. The light helps you to read Bhagavad Gita. It can also help a murderer to sharpen his knife. It bestows the same light upon the two. The Chaitanya within, God, the indweller God, will not prevent a murderer from murdering somebody. It's just a witness. It doesn't react, though it gives life to your breath. It sustains your breath. And one day it will withdraw the breath into itself. It's because of the presence of this Antaryami, there is breath at all in the body, there is life at all in the body. This Chaitanya is the life of life in us. It is the life of all creation. And yet, it's only a witness. It's in the audience, witnessing the drama it has created. But the minute you call out the name, and with love, the witness consciousness immediately becomes your personal God. Instantly. It doesn't take time. It's after all consciousness. Instead of witnessing, it begins to participate. It looks into your mind, then it instantly knows your prayers, your thoughts, your struggles. And then it will do the needful because you are seeking its help by calling out. This is the best way to remember God. You can do it in the midst of a market noise. Even while buying vegetables, you can still call out the name. You can sit in the toilet and call out. You can do the cooking and call out the name. Wherever you are, there are no rules or regulations. And the minute you call out the name of God, God is instantly present in you as your personal God, looking on, helping you, guiding you, protecting you. Otherwise, remember, He is only a witness. So remembering God is very important. And remembering God is living in God. So remember the name, remember the name. Always remember the name. Do not ever postpone it. Don't say, I will sit there in the puja room for 15 minutes in the evening. Right now, whatever you are doing, just keep chanting and doing. What is preventing you? Unless you are doing some mathematical sums or something very demanding the entirety of you. So let's remember the story Bhimasena taught his elder brother that nothing, no good thing should be postponed. And whatever is to be done, whatever good is to be done, it should be done immediately. And the highest good is in our remembering God, remembering the name. We shall now offer our today's prayer at the lotus feet of Bhagwan. Bhagwan, we beg you again and again and again, a million times, for your immediate divine intervention to bring forth a dharmic normalcy to the world where there is so much violence all around. There is growing enmity between people and people. There is lack of discipline, there is lack of harmony, there is lack of order. People live any way they like and create a philosophy of their own to suit themselves. And there is already the war going on with its disastrous, ruinous effects. And there is the sudden attacks of killer diseases and the violence of nature, the furies, as we call it, flash floods, earthquakes, the lightning strikes, and whatnot. Bhagwan, we beg you to stop this war immediately so that peace would be prevalent. And please bring in unity, order, harmony, and growing friendship and mutual help, and a very disciplined life rooted in God. Only you can establish all these things. And we beg you again to keep under control those diseases and the furies of nature. We also beg you to uproot all the negativities of the human mind that are responsible for today's world as it is. We beg you to reach out to all the people stranded in varied parts of the world due to some past karma, undergoing such agony, anguish, without any help or protection. We beg you to reach out to them and do the needful. We also beg you to protect all those unselfish people who have been slogging for the welfare of the others from unhealthy, unworthy criticisms that come in the way of their constructive work. We beg you to give a big boost to the economy of the country and promote its growth in varied fields of activity, that it reaches the highest status as the world teacher to conduct the whole world in the path of dharma, as predicted by the great masters. And Bhagwan, we beg you, we pray to you in all earnestness and sincerity for ceaseless joyful chanting of your Nama, your powerful Nama, an unbroken remembrance of your teachings and leelas, so that we digest them, we assimilate and make it into Atma Shakti. Bhagwan, please bless us to be only sattvic instruments in your hands and not rakshasic instruments. Please bless us to run our everyday life as an offering to you and not be caught by the snares of Maya. We also seek that ultimate state of being, the state of bliss and peace, but then our mind is clouded by the dirt of the latent tendencies. There is so much fear, anger, jealousy, sorrow, passion, self-pride and whatnot. You have declared that the name of God is the most powerful weapon to destroy our past sins. And in destroying those sins, they would destroy the latent tendencies also inside us. We take refuge in your powerful name. Please bless us to do it joyfully and all the time, so that our mind would get cleansed of all that is unwanted. Wherever we live in this world and whatever work falls upon our hand, we know it is your work because the very cosmos has been created by you. Knowing this, please bless us to do it as service to you, as seva to you, and that joyfully without any unhealthy competition or jealousy, so that all this would also become Atma Shakti. Bhagwan, please bless us to practice acceptance of whatever life brings to us, be it a joy or grief, coming from you can only be a great blessing. A blessing meant for our spiritual growth, a blessing meant for purification of our mind. If there are no sufferings at all, we would never turn to God. Every suffering is a cleanser. It sensitizes the mind, it lessens the fear, anger, pride, and all that is dirt. Bhagwan, please bless us to be able to see your living, vibrant presence everywhere and in everything. And to see your sankalpa, your will behind all the happenings of life and the world. When there is a sudden attack of some past bad karma, everything changes about life. We collapse, everything goes wrong. Whatever we do misfires. And then we resent you. We feel that you have betrayed us. And we begin to blame everyone else for our own failures, little realizing we have invited this trouble upon ourselves by our past karma. Whatever suffering we gave to people in the past janma or before that should come back to us one day. We also have to go through it. That is why we should be very, very careful to keep chanting the name and to do all the work as seva to God, so that we don't create new karmas. Bhagwan, out of your compassion and generosity, you would convert all the adversities into great blessings for those of us who chant the name of God and do service. Please bless us to be grateful to you even for the adversities of life. We seek your powerful blessings for all the species of the cosmos to be lifted to a higher plane. And finally, we who have been seeking only solutions to our endless problems of life, finally seek redemption, liberation from the vicious cycle of births and deaths. We seek dissolution, not solution for problems, but dissolution of the root cause of this life. The aham bhava, the tyranny of the ego, the utter selfishness in the form of I and mine. Please promote the atma bhava and bless us with that immortal life, that eternal living and eternal servitude to you, that eternal supreme divinity. Jai Yogi Ramsuratkumar.